What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today, man, I'm going to talk about a few things, man. I'm going to talk about LSU's national championship parade slash celebration today. I'm going to talk about passing game coordinator Joe Brady leaving LSU and is headed to the Carolina Panthers to be their offensive coordinator. I'm going to talk about defensive coordinator Dave Aranda leaving LSU and is heading to be Baylor's next head coach. And I'm going to talk about all of the players who are leaving LSU and what we got to do to replace these great players, yo. But before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram or send me a friend request on Facebook, I'm gonna have my Instagram and my Facebook information down in the description box. Come give me a follow on the gram. Come send me a request on the book. And come holler at your boy, yo. First off, man, let's start off, man, with the celebration today, man. Once again, our LSU Tigers are the 2020 national champs, man. What a brilliant season, man. It's a lot of debate out there whether it is the greatest team of all time. I tell you, it sure seems like the greatest accomplished team of all time. You know, when you consider, all the top 10 wins, breaking all these records with points in the season, having the highest percentage Heisman Trophy winner, winning in the biggest landslide, the most touchdown passes in the season, the most touchdowns responsible for in the season, the second highest completion percentage in the season. It goes on and on and on, man. It was not one game this season, man, where late in the fourth quarter, we had the ball and we was like behind or tied or something like that. Like the Texas game and the Alabama games, and the Auburn games, those games ended in one possession scores. But all three of those teams basically scored late to make the game close. Like LSU dominated all of those games, man, pretty much. So this team was just amazing, man. Jambalaya Joe Burrow, seeing him on campus one last time, man. Holding up that Heisman Trophy, holding up the championship trophy. Guys like Lloyd Cushenberry, Rashard Lawrence, them talking for the last time. And a guy like Jacoby Stevens who's gonna be back, basically setting the tone for next season. Coach O getting a little emotional up there, man. Won basically every coaching award you could think of. Steve Ensminger getting a standing ovation from the crowd. It was just a beautiful day, man. Just a beautiful celebration, man. Once again, I am proud to be an LSU Tiger, man. National champs. This team will always be remembered, man. I absolutely love it, Joe. And now let's get into the future now. First, I'm gonna talk about Joe Brady, man. LSU's passing game coordinator. He took a job to be the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. And I just want to tell Joe Brady, man, and just like I'm sure every LSU fan out there, thank you so much, man, for what you've done for this team, for this school, bringing this offense in, man, helping us perfect it. Him and Steve Ensminger with the play calling. It's beautiful, and I think he absolutely deserves this opportunity. He'll be the youngest offensive coordinator in the NFL. I know the Carolina Panthers got a great running back in Christian McCaffrey. I don't know what's the situation with Cam Newton. We'll see. But, it's a great opportunity for him going there with Matt Rule, another guy who was a college head coach. So, it should be a good transition, man. Extremely happy for him, man. Well deserving, yo. He absolutely had to jump on this opportunity. And now as far as replacing him, man, it's a loss, but I don't think it's as huge of a loss, as people think, because when you consider the fact that he worked with Steve Ensminger the whole year. Like, Steve Ensminger is back. Like, Steve Ensminger technically got the title of offensive coordinator. So, Steve Ensminger basically learned a lot from Joe Brady, and I don't think this offense is gonna like completely go away. And another a guy who I think should fill this role it depends. Jorge Munoz. If I'm saying it right, if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. You know, he looks like the obvious choice here. He's worked with the program as an analyst. You know, he worked under Joe Brady, worked with the players. Obviously, you know, him and Isminga should have an easy transition. And obviously, you know that he knows the program, he knows the players. It should be an easy transition. The only issue is that the Oregon Ducks apparently has offered him, or at least interested in him, to be their offensive coordinator. So obviously, you know, he'll probably take a job like that, you know, as opposed to being a co-offensive coordinator, if that's what you want to call it. But if he doesn't take the Oregon job, man, I think he's the easy guy to go with. The former UL Lafayette offensive coordinator, who obviously UL has been having a pretty prolific offense, man, over the years. So, you know, I think he would be the choice for replacement, assuming he doesn't take the Oregon OC job, which I would love to move, man. If we stayed, you know, we rode with him, because it's not like he's technically the coordinator. I know people would be a little nervous, you know, about that, but he has experience of being an offensive coordinator, and he'll get to work with Ensming. He's familiar with him. He was familiar with Brady, familiar with the players. I think that's the route that we should go, and it looks like if you don't take the Oregon job, that's what we will do. You know, we also lost defensive coordinator Dave Aranda. He is now the head football coach of the Baylor Bears. And to him also, man, thank you so much for your contributions to this football team over the last 4 years. Felt like he'd been there longer than that, but it's just been 4 years. Amazing coordinator, man. I know this year wasn't his best year, but when the money was on the table, when we planned for SEC championships and college football playoff, national championship, and the Arkansas A&M game, the defense rose to the occasion after that Ole Miss game, man, when a lot of people said we didn't play no defense whatsoever. He's gonna be very well missed, man. This loss is a little bigger, you know. I think this loss may be bigger than the Joe Brady loss, man. But shout out to him. Shout out to him, man. Wish him well. Glad he took this job and not the UNLV job. When it was announced, I'm like, he could get a better job than that. Show and behold, I think Baylor is a nice job for him, you know, to start off. So I wish Coach Dave Aranda much success at Baylor. And as far as his replacements, man, it's two names that I know it's a lot of talk of Corey Raymond. And if we did decide to go with Corey Raymond, man, I would be all for it. He worked his tail off. He's the architect of DBU, New Iberia, Louisiana native. I would absolutely love it. Don't know if we go that route yet, since the simple fact he's never been a coordinator. I don't know if he really even want to be a coordinator. I don't know. We'll see. But if we do go with experienced coaches, man, it's two names that come to mind. It's Randy Shannon and Charlie Strong, yo. These guys, though they haven't been great head coaches, these guys have had much success as defensive coordinators. We know Randy Shannon back with the Miami Hurricanes back in the heyday in the early 2000s, man, was a big-time defensive coordinator. I think he's also the offensive coordinator at UCF. The guy, you know, he calls great defenses, man. He does an amazing job. Charlie Strong, another one. Not a great head coach, but a great defensive coordinator from his time with the Florida Gators. You know, those guys are experienced. They got head coaching experience. They would have a lot of respect within the locker room. You know, they both familiar. I think Randy Shannon, did he spend some time at Florida? I don't remember. But I know he was definitely at Miami. But a guy like Charlie Strong obviously has ties to the SEC. You know, he has ties to the Florida area, you know. So, yeah, if we could get one of those two in to be the defensive coordinator, I would be extremely excited about that. But, yeah, we're going to see, you know, what direction we decide to go. And as far as the players leaving, man, obviously, you know, Jambalaya, Joe Burrow, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Thaddeus Moss, Lloyd Cushenberry, Sadiq Charles, Justin Jefferson, Cleveon Chason, Patrick Queen, Jacob Phillips, you know, Christian Fulton. I'm probably missing somebody else. Forgive me. Oh, Rashard Lawrence. You know, all these guys are going, either their eligibility is up or they're entering the NFL draft. And for each and every last one of y'all, man, I wish y'all much success on the next level, man. Y'all gonna be remembered in LSU Tiger history, man. Great season, great performances. I'll be watching the draft. I hope each and every one of you get drafted and go to and even if you don't get drafted or whatever, I hope you go to a position, a spot where you could go in and contribute right away and earn yourself a job and make some money in this league, man. We're gonna miss you guys. Thank y'all for your contributions. Thank y'all for such a magical season this year, yo. Much love, man. And as far as replacing them, man, we're gonna see, man. Quarterback at early word look like it's Miles Brennan. Running backs, you got John Emery Jr., Chris Curry, Tyrion Davis Price, Justin Jefferson. We're gonna see in the slot, there's Trey Palmer, there's the freshman coming in, Carl Moore, Keyshawn Butte. Tight end, we got a big time freshman coming in, Eric Gilbert. On the O line, we got some guys coming in. We got this freshman from Florida, Dumerville, and a couple of other guys who been working out and been going under these guys' tutelage. Defensive line, Tyler Shelvin, Ika, these some guys that could come in and play. The linebacker core, man, got some freshmen sample coming in. We also got Damone Clark coming back. And in the secondary, man, we got Elias Riggs coming in. We got Cardell Flack coming back. Grant Delpit also. I forgot to mention Grant Delpit. He's going also. Wish you well too, big homie. Got Ja'Cory Stevens coming back, and Mo Hampton looked like he ready to fill in for Grant Delpit's spot. LSU is going to be all right, man. We're going to be all right. Obviously, we don't have as much firepower coming back as a team, say, like Clemson, but we got a lot of firepower coming back. It's all about, just finishing the recruiting class strong, getting these new coaches into their positions and getting acclimated with the players and the university. As far as if it's Munoz, he already know all that. But just get ready to run at it next year again, man, and we'll see how the season go. Looking forward to the spring game coming up in a couple of months, man. But with that being said, man, that's all I got. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about, man. I want to talk about one more thing I forgot to mention. Odell Beckham Jr., man. Chill out, bruh. I know you excited. I know you never won a state championship. You didn't win a championship with LSU. You didn't win a Super Bowl. I've never won a playoff game, obviously. I know you excited for these young men. You excited for your university. You are a LSU Tiger, man. You gonna forever be a LSU Tiger. Just chill out with the whole slapping officers on the behind and giving these players money. You can't do that, big dog. We're gonna have to talk to you to calm your nerves, but chill out, man. We'll be all right, bro. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking in, tuning in. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and give me a subscribe, man. I'm gonna have LSU and NCAA content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm gonna do a live Q&A. Y'all can come on there and ask me anything. Tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should join me. Should be some good stuff. Until then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers, 2019 National Champs, baby. Ow!